Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Korky. Welcome to the channel. This is the first episode in our FM23 tactics testing series. It has been a little while since we've had any videos out. We're going to try and get these out as quickly as we can. A little bit of housekeeping first of all about this tactics test series. We are testing a tactic with 4 different teams across the 4 top levels of the English Football League. We're testing with Man City in the Premiership, who are expected, of course, to win the league. Testing with Birmingham City in the Championship, who are expected to finish just a little bit below mid-table. We're testing it with Portsmouth in League One, who are expected to finish just a little bit above mid-table. And we're testing with Rochdale in League Two, who are expected to get relegated, finish bottom of the league. We're trying it out on various different levels to see how effective the tactic can be. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get a look at the tactic itself first, all the player instructions, all the team instructions, and then we will have a look and see what success this has brought us this season. This is a tactic that we have created in FM22, and we've just brought it forward to FM23 just as a test to see how it progresses. So let's get a look at the tactic. So the tactic we have here is the 2 aces as it was known. It's a tactic I used a lot last year in my Life After Lasso series. It comes from the Ted Lasso TV show, is the name of it. So we've gone with what I would call a 4-4-2. Some people might call it a 4-2-4 or a 4-2-2-2. We'll start with the player instructions first of all. We have a sweeper keeper on attack, no additional instructions. In left back and at right back, we have inverted wing backs with the exact same instructions: take more risks, shoot less often, tackle harder. At centre back, we have 2 ball playing defenders on defend. Again, same instructions: pass it short, dribble less, shoot less often, stay wider, tackle harder. As we move into the midfield, we then have a ball winning midfielder with a bunch of instructions: pass it shorter, take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, get further forward, move in the channels, closing down, tackle harder, mark tighter. You can see them all there. Next to him, we have a Roman playmaker with a few less instructions. The 2 of them are both on support duty as well. The Roman playmaker instructed to have more direct passes, shoot less often, tackle harder, and mark tighter. On the flanks, we have a twin set of wingers, both on support duty. Same instructions again. This time they are take more risks, cross from byline, hold position, close down more often, tackle harder, and mark tighter. And up front, we do have 2 advanced forwards, both on attack duty, both instructed to take more risks, dribble more, tackle harder, and mark tighter again. The team setup for this is a custom vertical tiki-taka. We are set on an attacking mentality. In possession, we want to play fairly wide, standard width on there. We're going to pass it into space, play out from the back, and overlap the 2 fullbacks on the wings. We're going to pass it shorter. We're going to play with a higher tempo as well. Working the ball into the box, we're going to look for low crosses, and we're going to run at the defence as well. In transition, we're going to counter press, counter attack. Goalkeeper is going to roll it out to the centre back or the fullbacks. And out of possession, we're going to go with a much higher defensive line. We're going to go with a high press, much more trigger pressing, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and step up more as well. So we're playing with a very, very high defence here. I'm expecting we're going to concede quite a number of goals. And my apologies for the call that you can hear whilst I'm speaking. So we started off with Man City, as we mentioned, getting a quick look at the data at the team here. As you can see, Erling Haaland played 60 games, scored 70 goals. I mean, Erling Haaland scores goals for fun in FM23 as well as 22. And as we can see, his strike partner for the most part, Julian Alvarez, played 61 games in total and also came away with 36 goals. So having a quick look at the data hub, as we expect, we're massively outperforming the league average in terms of attacking. As you can see, we have a lot more goals scored, expected goals, shots, dribbles, etc. And in terms of defending, as you can see, we're not defending as well as what we probably could. We are conceding a few less goals than most teams, but that's possibly down to the quality Man City have in defence. So moving on, having a look at the competitions, as you can see here, we've won the Premier League, and the Premier League is the main one that we were expected to win. As you can see, we've won it only narrowly, only by a point against Liverpool. We did lose 5 games along the way. Surprising results there against Wolves and West Ham especially. Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool have all finished second, third, fourth as well. So big games there. And we've had 4 draws as well against West Ham, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and Chelsea. Some of those games probably would have expected to win. As we can see here, Haaland, unsurprisingly, has won the Golden Boot, and Julian Alvarez has finished joint second, actually, in terms of goal scoring in the league as well. Going back to the competitions, as we know, Man City played in the Community Shield. We did lose that to Liverpool on penalties. We can't get the data for that. That's fine. It was too long ago. We did play in the Carabao Cup. We finished runners-up in that as well to Spurs, who beat us 1-0. Harry Kane scored in the 30th minute with a penalty. Couldn't get back into the game from that, unfortunately. We went out of the FA Cup in the semi-final to Chelsea, which is a little bit disappointing. But the biggest prize in European football is, of course, the Champions League. We've been very successful in coming away with that. So I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted, because it's well documented that Man City want the Premier League, want the Champions League title and trophy more than anything right now. It's clearly what they're building towards. But we've beat Man City, or we've beat Liverpool. We've beat them fairly comfortably, 2-0 at half time, 3-1 at full time. And as you can see, shots on target, XG, possession, everything, we've dominated them there. XG is quite high, and the match momentum is very high as well. So overall, we've been very, very successful with Man City. Let's have a look and see how Birmingham got on. And straight into the data hub, and as you can see, as expected, the attacking is very, very good. The defending, not so good. We'll have a little look and see at the players, and as we can see here, Scott Hogan, Troy Deeney, both finishing on 32 goals each. We'll have a quick look at the league itself here, and as we can see, we've gained automatic promotion, finishing in second place, which is absolutely fantastic. We have done that by a goal difference. As you can see there, we are 13 goals to the better against Watford. Again, we've lost 11 games. Certainly the defence is not as strong as what it probably could be. We've also drawn 11 games as well there. Some of those we probably should have picked up points as well. As we can see here, Troy Deeney and Scott Hogan picking up the silver and bronze medals in the top goal scoring charts as well. In terms of the other competitions, we get knocked out of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup at the first attempt. So we get promoted back to the Premier League with Birmingham, which is probably the biggest result we could have hoped for. So absolutely thrilled with that. Let's have a little look at Portsmouth. And again, as you can see, attacking is really the story of this tactic. We've again outperformed the league average in terms of attacking, and defensively not so good as well. In fact, there's only one statistic there that we have outperformed the league average. Going on and looking at the team again, as we can see there, Ronan Curtis finished in top goal scorer with 27 goals, which is very, very impressive in 42 games. And if we have a little look at the league itself, again, we finished in second place. Again, we've gained automatic promotion only by the way of goals. This time, it's not even goal difference. It's even tighter than that. It's on goals scored. As you can see, both ourselves and Peterborough finishing on 29 goal difference. We've outscored them. We scored 20 goals more than them this season. We've also conceded 20 goals less than them. So it's the goals scored that's really put us up. So we've gained promotion to the Championship with Portsmouth. They're absolutely thrilled about that. We also did have Dane Scarlett on loan for the season, who also contributed 24 goals as well. So now that we've seen Portsmouth, let's have a little look at the final team in Rochdale. And as we can see, again, very much the story of this tactic. Attacking is the name of the game. Outperforming in a lot of the attacking stats and underperforming in a lot of the defensive stats. So let's get a look at the team itself and the progress we made. So we're expected to finish 24th, bottom of the league, and we've actually come away there in 18th position. We've secured our place in League 2 for next year. Closer look at the table, as we can see there, we have lost 21 games in total, and we've drawn 10 as well. We have finished on 55 points there, joined with 3 other teams. Even one of these draws, if we could have turned them into a win, particularly I'm looking at the Stevenage game where we drew 1-1, we could have actually finished in 15th place and done even that little bit better. In terms of the players, we have Henderson, Rodney and Kelly all finishing with 14, 13, 12 goals each. And we did have Scott Quigley on loan as well, and he contributed a huge 17 goals for us this season as well. Again, in terms of trophies, we didn't do too great. We got knocked out pretty early on in all of them. So overall, this tactic has been very successful for us. Certainly in terms of attacking positions, it's been incredible. Defensively, there are certainly tweaks needed there. We have done this in an automatic pilot mode, if you will, where we've just left our assistant in charge of the games. So certainly playing the games and making little tactical tweaks as we play the games certainly would have helped us to improve. Everybody is aware of the Football Manager 23's new AI for opposition managers. So that is it for this tactic. I say we're very, very pleased with how this went. It is, I say, a tactic we've carried over from Football Manager 2022, which proved to be very successful for us, not only in our tactics test but also in a few of the games that we played as well. So that is it for this first video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. There will be more videos to come. We're running a series of 10 episodes first of all, and then we will likely do a further 10 episodes a little further down the line as well. But that is it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button below and you will be notified when new videos are available. You can of course like, share and comment as well. In the meantime, you can catch one of these recommended videos appearing on screen, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.